I have a lot to say. Today is the first day of my great liver flush, and I have the 6-day period of drinking 32 ounces of organic apple juice every day for 6 days. So in the book that I got here and that I have read twice to make sure that I'm following the procedure to the letter, there are situations where people are not supposed to be drinking large quantities or be drinking apple juice. And so with considering the health cautions, I went and I purchased online some malic acid. And my thought process was, because in the book it tells you you're only consuming about a teaspoon of malic acid per day. I did not want to have the risk of having pain when getting rid of the gallstones, so I was going to do a day of malic acid and a day of apple juice. Something like that. I was going to switch it up and try to get the full absorption of the malic acid so that my release of the gallstones is not painful. So let me just say this. Oh, let me read in the book. So this is what the book says. Just all innocent and exact. It says that the preparation period is the same as for apple juice regimen, except that you should mix half to 1 teaspoon of malic acid taken with 4 to 6 glasses of room temperature water for the 32 ounces of apple juice per day. Drink this solution in small amounts throughout the day. That's all it says, okay? So it doesn't give me enough detail, and I'm going to provide some. Okay, so I have been looking at other people doing the great liver flush, and most of them are drinking the apple juice. I think I saw one blog that the lady was doing malic acid, but she did not say anything, so I'm going to say it. So this morning, I've had this all day, and this is it's early afternoon. This morning, I said to myself, and I don't get it, I'm going to do not half of a teaspoon, but a whole teaspoon of malic acid in 4 ounces of water. I'm just going to swallow it down. You know, what's up? What's the deal with it? So I mixed it and I swallowed it, a big gulp of it in my mouth. It's nothing but the strength of God that keeps me going, my peace of mind. When I put the solution in my mouth, I immediately felt my tongue raw, burning. It's not even like salt because it has that singeing, burning sensation, and I felt it alerting each one of my taste buds. I thought it was going to burn through my tongue. And for a moment, I wanted to spit it out thinking, am I drinking acid? Is this what acid feels like? But I girded myself down and said, I'm gonna swallow it. And I swallowed it, and it thrashed to the back of my throat and on down and burning on down my larynx and down my throat. So I left it alone. My mind was blown at that point. And I was, charged with trying to figure out how am I going to make this work, because I have never, nor would I want to consume 32 ounces of apple juice every day for any reason. So I've come up with this solution. And what I did was I took some of the malic acid that I mixed earlier, and I put, half here and the rest with apple juice. And my rationale behind this is because the book says that you're not supposed to mix it with anything or dilute it with anything. But the malic acid is in the apple juice, and I did buy apple juice. So, and that's the whole reason why we're drinking the apple juice, so that the malic acid in the apple juice can stimulate the liver to make it more easier to release these gallstones. So I'm going to try it and see what happens, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I need something to be able to do this. So when I taste it, it's still bitter, but it's not brutal. So this is what I'm going to do going forward for the 6 days. So what I'll do is I'm going to do half a teaspoon of malic acid in 8 ounces of water, and then I'm going to dilute it with apple juice, only 8 ounces of apple juice a day for the 6-day period, and I'm going to see what happens. So stay tuned.